Hey, hi again! In the previous video I did a demonstration of the program so that you know how the program looks like and what is the output that the program generates, and also the interface of the program, which is a command line interface. So you input the data through the interface, the user inputs the data through the command line interface, and you get the output again from the command line. Now I have created a folder here somewhere, and I have give it a name. You can give it any name that you want, and inside this folder I'll be putting all the files of this project. So we're talking about the data files like data.json. This is a file that contains the vocabulary where the program will extract, so we'll ask for a word and this file has the definition of that word, and also the .py files will be put in here. So we know the output. Now we need to figure out the way how to go to that output, and we will take the approach step by step, which means that first we're going to develop a simple version of the program, just like give the program a word and the program will return the definition of that word. But this will be very simple because the user sometimes they may pass a word that doesn't exist, and as a programmer you need to count for that word, for that not existing word. So instead of interrupting the program, showing an error to the user, you need to show a more user-friendly message to the user. And we'll do that in the next videos, but for now the very first thing we need to think about is the data. So I did some research on the web and I found this dataset of words and definitions. Now this is around 5 megabytes of data, so in Atom it takes a while to open, so I clicked it and I'm still waiting for it to open. Now it opened. So if your Atom freezes, then you can open this with a more lightweight editor such as Notepad or Nano on Mac or Vim. So anyway, this is a .json file. So what is JSON? JSON is like a language. Some say it's not a language, it's just a set of rules how to format some data. So JSON follows this format. It starts with a curly brackets, and then all you have is pairs of keys and values. So this is like a Python dictionary. So the key is separated by the value by a colon. In this particular case, our values are inside square brackets, which suggests that sometimes you may have more than one item inside the brackets. For instance, let me search for the word, Ctrl F or Command F, rain. So that will take us in here. First, let me go to View and toggle Soft Wrap. So what that will do is it will fit the text inside my screen. So for the moment you see precipitation is outside of the screen bounds. So look, this also takes a while because we have quite a lot of data here. Now the data looks better, so let me search for rain again, find. And so this is the key rain, or let's say the word rain, and this is the definition of the rain. And in this case we have two definitions because for some words you may have more than one meaning, or you have more than one form. For instance, this is the noun, rain as a noun, so it's a precipitation, and this is the verb for rain. So when it rains, to fall from the clouds in drops of water. So it's a verb and a noun, and they are separated by a comma. So this is just like a Python dictionary. And now we need to figure out how to load this data into Python. Because to access data from this file, you first need to load it into Python as a specific Python data type. And then you access data from that data type. So think for a moment what Python data type would be more appropriate for this JSON file. So think about that, and I'll show just that in the next lecture. See you there.